This tweet on Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni's official Twitter account on the 1st of March heralded the string of conflicting messages from Uganda over the fate of the proposed joint pipeline with Kenya. And on Monday, the Ugandan president jetted into the country with expectations high that it would pick Kenya as the preferred route for the pipeline. But that was not to be, as both leaders and energy officials asked for more time to iron out sticky issues.
We did not conclude, and we have asked the ministers and senior officials to look at a number of issues that we raised.
On the discussion table, issues around cost efficiency, viability of Lamu, Mombasa and Tanga as extraction points and the need to ascertain oil reserves took centre stage. The points of contention, which State House did not reveal, are largely assumed to be the high costs of the Kenya route. That's said to be around 4.5 billion shillings. That's 500 million shillings above the direct line from Hoima to Tanga, which is said to be around 4 billion shillings. Another sticky point has been the security risk the Kenyan route could present to the evacuation of oil. In August 2015, Uganda and Kenya announced agreements to build the pipeline jointly, in which the crude oil from Hoima in Uganda and the oil from Kenya's Turkana region would be evacuated to the proposed port of Lamu. But in recent weeks, Uganda has appeared to be in favour of the Tanzanian pipeline route, with French oil company Total already committing $4 billion to construct the pipeline. It is this move that appears to have caught energy officials flat-footed, leaving oil experts with questions over why Uganda seems to have dumped Kenya in favour of Tanzania. Whereas Kenya's energy CS Charles Keter has denied any arm twisting by multinationals in the latest move by Uganda, France's Total seems to have won in its bid to transport oil directly from Uganda to Tanzania's port, citing insecurity along the route from Turkana to Lamu due to its proximity to Somalia. Total also has vast interest in oil in the DRC, as well as new explorations in South Sudan.
It is not the end of the road for Kenya as far as I'm concerned. And looking at the long-term prognosis for the country, the pipeline will be feasible. It's only a question of when. And going by current, we got at the lowest point in the cycle of the low product cost. And the cost should begin recovering by about 2019, 2020. 5 years beyond that, you'll see a lot of interest again in terms of pipeline building.
Kenya has an estimated 600 million barrels of proven oil reserves and has been rooting for a joint pipeline in an effort to lower construction costs. Should Uganda pick Tanzania for the pipeline route, it would throw the LAPSET project into disarray. Tony Wanyama, an energy expert, says a lack of cohesion among East African states is evident in as far as oil is concerned, and that the region lacks a priority. The geopolitical factors also come into play. Political instability in South Sudan hinders helpful discussion with the newest entrant into the EAC Union, which would have been another route that Kenya would opt to take if Uganda remains unyielding, given that Uganda has taken great interest in also forming an import-export railroad directly to Tanzania, axing out Kenya from that transport corridor. Kenya and Uganda's energy officials will now go back to the drawing board and revert on a way forward in 2 weeks' time. Terryanne Chebet for Monday Special.